For my presentation, this will be my audience. It will be 5 people, including the baby. For this certain presentation that I will be doing today, I will be talking about the Evergreen High School shooter online activity reveals fascination with mass shootings. This was the start and the catcher for my presentation today. That was the attention getter, as that was one of the quotes that was said that spoke out to me the most and made me want to research about my paper. When deciding on a topic to talk about, I was originally planning on choosing a lighthearted, fun attention grabber. However, due to the current and ongoing tragic events, I chose to talk about this situation instead. This topic impacts all of us greatly because it can happen to any of us, our family members, sisters, brothers, family, friends, or even us ourselves as we are attending college. I chose to present this to my college audience and my family, as I know most of my audience can have firsthand experience with things like drills, lockdowns, and practice rounds being done on what to do in case of an active shooting. Shootings at schools being announced on television and the feeling of not knowing when or where the next shooting might take place. I have the interest in this current event because it is an ongoing occurrence that has happened for many years already. Although after every shooting they say never again, there always seems to be another one. Some of the research I did to investigate this topic was use website sources like Colorado Public Radio, the United States Secret Services, and regular online websites like ADL and K-12 database. Today I'm going to inform you on current events involving gun violence in America. I will share evidence from 3 websites I listed before and explain the similarities and the differences between those websites, how they share, and what can become media attention grabbers, and depicting the type of evidence and research they demonstrate. When investigating this event, a lot of research I pulled came from the website K-12 Shooting Database. When reading this database, it said that an estimate of about 1,453 shootings have happened between 1997 and 2023. After many years, one would think gun safety would be regulated. However, this issue does not seem to get any better. In fact, it seems to get worse, as there have already been 2 gun violence incidents in America, and we barely have 1 month of starting school. When doing research on this topic, the database article showed statistical evidence with visual representations of school shootings and how it has skyrocketed throughout all the 2000s. These type of articles are educational and focus on concrete evidence derived from graphics and real occurrences. The Colorado Radio Post highlighted recent occurrences like the shootings in Evergreen High School and emphasized on giving information of the occurrences like time, location, place, and the people involved. The Colorado Radio focused also on the information that has been given to the public. However, there is no real way of finding credibility within that paper because it is a local news article. Additionally, when receiving the article from ADL, their opening sentence came to be related to the shooter and the concerning findings of their internet search. When reviewing this type of material, there is no way of identifying whether they're saying is credible or not, and it is very important to tell the audience to fact check whatever they're reading to see if what they're saying is true or not. When gathering information from different articles, we have to make sure that what we are reading is credible so we don't misinform ourselves and misinform others just because of a flashy title or flashy information. Some of the similarities between all 3 outlet articles is how they address the situation and how graphic and the testimonies of how the things have happened. Unlike the articles, the United States Secret Services is a depicted handbook on drill safety that are used among many schools. The article shows the type of school protocols that schools should follow and what the students should follow. While the first two articles focus on educating us of the atrocities and influencing us to do better as a community, this handbook for children is to be made more aware of gun violence in schools, ways to protect themselves, ourselves, each other, and ways of how we can better prepare for safety situations. Things like drills our schools can incorporate and things that can make it seem like instead of addressing the situation, they tell us it's inevitable, and as a community, we should do better to prepare ourselves when it does happen. Between all of these articles, the informational articles help us in educating ourselves between things that might be happening. However, when going back to the United States Secret Service Administration, we can tell that the handbook tells us on ways to prepare for when a shooting does happen to us. Today I inform you about the Currents event on gun violence in America. I shared evidence from K-12 School Shooting Database Center, the United States Secret Service, and the Colorado radio station alongside the ADL, and explained the similarities and the differences in evidence. When choosing this topic, I was the one I was drawn to the most as I was presenting it to you guys, my college class, and I thought you would be the most suitable audience to share my opinion with. Shootings in America are not just in schools, they happen in many places, many locations, different times, and different ethnic groups. This is an ongoing concern that has not been correctly addressed for many years. And even though they say it is the last time and it will never happen again, I repeat, it does seem to happen again. It seems to be an unavoidable situation with a non-concrete answer that they haven't been able to figure it out. I hope that these type of attention media getters will be able to inform you of how different resources, articles, and even TikTok videos can get us to click the link just to know more, and how it's important to fact check to see that what we are learning is credible and not just a made up lie. Have a good one.